Are there some specific examples where you think there could be a tailwind from that weaker Aussie dollar?
Yeah, obviously, I think, with macro and stuff like the currency, we kind of have just the saying, like, play the balls as they're bold. Don't try and be a forecaster. Don't try and be a hero. Just play it as a bold and try and find some good expressions and some good niches to make money out of whatever's happening at the moment. So, yeah, definitely, we're an export economy. So anything that's a commodity exporting, BHP, Rio, we think that's all supportive. Lower dollars, all supportive for them. Whether it's a sort of, an international success story like a James Hardie, a Breville, an ARB, all good businesses, all the gold miners, same sort of story there. I think the real opportunity here, though, with a lower AUD is the M&A story. And I think that's going to be the story this year. It's not going to be so much about, BHP's making an extra, X dollars a tonne in AUD equivalent. I think it's more about the fact that some of these big global international names, and we're already starting to see it in the smaller end of the market, are going to start looking at some of the things in Australia that we do really well here and go, hey, we can get a bite of that for a 20% discount. So
yep.
I think that's the story this year.
Yep. Yeah, no, we've heard a lot about M&A activity starting to ramp up, and I guess for an offshore, particularly US buyer, that move makes it a little easier to get it done.
Yeah, and even, some of the emerging markets, I think, can sort of benefit from that. And Australia's kind of the developed way to play emerging markets in a lot of ways.
Yep.
So I think that, as we talked about, where the money's moving and the rotation of money, I think I'm not the only person in the world who thinks US equities are expensive, and now's not a bad time to trim, and that money doesn't go to cash.
Yep.
It goes to other markets where there's better value opportunities out there.
You mentioned there's been some examples of some M&A activities. Is there something specific to talk to there?
I'm just thinking about that drop suite thing from this week, sort of top of mind. But I think, we've kind of identified, and we've written about it on Livewire, about sort of our M&A thesis for this year around the resources sector, and even into some of the Aussie listed tech names. I mean, I could see a PointsBet getting a takeover bid this year. They've got a lot of sort of global potential suitors.
Yeah.
And their Australian gambling licence is significantly valuable, and they've got an installed customer base here. So, I think there's plenty of names out there to get into.